You could be holding a fortune and not even know it. These 3 ultra-rare U.S. coins and bills, worth up to $150,000, might be hiding in your pocket. From the 1979 Anthony dollar to a 2013 $1 note and a Kennedy half, this is the treasure hunt of a lifetime. Section 1, The History, 030. In 1979, the U.S. Mint introduced the Susan B. Anthony dollar, the first U.S. coin to feature a real woman rather than a symbolic figure. It was meant to replace the cumbersome Eisenhower dollar with something more modern and compact. But from day one, there was a problem. The coin looked and felt too much like a quarter. People rejected it, and the coin quickly flopped in circulation. But that failure set the stage for something incredible, rare minting errors and varieties that collectors are now scrambling to get their hands on. Section 2, The Key Rarity, 115. Enter the 1979 S-proof dollar, struck at the San Francisco Mint. Now here's where it gets interesting. There are 2 distinct varieties of the S mint mark on these coins, Type 1 and Type 2. Type 1 has a blobby, less defined mint mark. Type 2 features a sharper, clearer, and more distinct S, sometimes called the clear S variety. Type 2 coins were struck in much smaller quantities and are dramatically rarer, especially in perfect condition. And that's where the big money comes in. Section 3, The Value, 2 o'clock. A regular 1979 S Type 1 proof dollar. Worth about $5 to $15. But a 1979 S Type 2 in PR70 Deep Cameo, which means it's flawless under magnification, can be worth up to $4,000 to $7,500. And here's the kicker, a perfectly preserved, certified Type 2 example once sold for over $15,000 at auction. Let that sink in. A dollar coin that flopped in circulation is now one of the most valuable modern coins in U.S. history. Section 4, How to Spot One, 245. Here's how to find one. Check the mint mark, look for the tiny S above the shoulder of Susan B. Anthony on the obverse. Compare the shape. The Type 2 S is clean, rounded, and sharply defined, unlike the fuzzy Type 1. Proof only. These only came in proof sets, so if you have a 1979 S in brilliant mirror-like condition, it could be a hidden gem. Certification: to cash in big, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. A PR70 DCAM, perfect deep cameo, is where the major money lies. You might even have one tucked away in an old proof set you forgot about. Outro, 330. So before you dismiss that shiny little Susan B. Anthony dollar as worthless change, take a closer look. That tiny S mint mark might be the key to unlocking a $15,000 payday. These coins are out there, and people are finding them. Smash that like button if you're heading to your coin collection right now. Drop a comment if you found one, or if you're going to start hunting. And don't forget to subscribe for more rare coins, bills, and treasures you could be holding right now. One coin. $1. One big discovery. Section 1, The Backstory, 030. In 2014, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, responsible for printing U.S. paper money, made a historic mistake. 2 different printing facilities, one in Washington, D.C. and one in Fort Worth, Texas, were both tasked with printing Series 2013 $1 notes. That's normal, but here's where it went wrong. Both facilities printed the exact same serial number ranges for the exact same Federal Reserve District, New York, B. That means 2 identical $1 bills with the same serial number and same series were released into circulation. This is called a duplicate serial number error, and it's extremely rare. Only around 6.4 million pairs were printed, but experts believe fewer than 50 matched pairs have been found. The rest? Scattered in wallets, drawers, vending machines, and thrift shops across the U.S. Section 2, Why They're So Valuable, 120. Why do collectors go crazy for these? Because U.S. currency is designed to never have duplicates. Matching serial number bills from the same series are a printing no-no, making these an anomaly that serious collectors crave. A single one of these bills, just one, has sold for $15,000 or more. But the real jackpot is finding a matching pair. Two bills, same serial number, same series, different facilities. That's the holy grail, and collectors have paid up to $120,000 to $150,000 for a verified pair. Imagine, two $1 bills, worth more than a luxury sports car. Section 3, How to Identify 1, 2, 10. So how do you know if you're holding treasure? Start by checking. Series date, it must say, Series 2013. Federal Reserve District, look for the letter B in the Black Seal, New York. Serial numbers, you want a note starting with B00000001 through B00250000 or B03200001 through B09600000. Location indicator, check for the small printing mark, FW for Fort Worth notes. A match will have one FW and one without. If you find a serial number within those ranges, hold on to it. You could be one step away from uncovering a high dollar match. Outro, 3 o'clock. So the next time someone hands you change and it includes a crinkled old dollar bill, don't toss it in your pocket and forget it. Check the serial number. Because hidden in plain sight, that wrinkled $1 might just be worth tens, or even hundreds, of thousands of dollars. Like this video if you're heading to your wallet right now, and drop a comment if you've ever found an odd or rare bill. Hit subscribe for more cash secrets and coin treasures, and remember, sometimes, $1 really can change everything. Section 1, The History, 030. The Kennedy half-dollar was first minted in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's tragic assassination. It was created to honor the fallen president, and Americans were quick to hoard the new coins. Initially made of 90% silver, the half-dollar's composition was reduced over time. By 1971, the U.S. Mint completely removed silver from circulating half-dollars, switching to a copper-nickel-clad composition. The Denver Mint struck over 302 million Kennedy half-dollars in 1971. So why would one be worth anything special? After all, it's a common coin, right? Section 2, The Error That Changed Everything, 115. Here's where things get exciting. In the sea of these hundreds of millions of coins, a handful, just a few, escaped with something extremely rare. They were accidentally struck on 40% silver planchets, left over from the 1970 minting. These are called transitional errors, and they're some of the most prized finds in the coin world. Imagine this, a 1971 D half-dollar that was never supposed to have any silver in it, but it does. These rare errors have been authenticated and graded by professional grading services, and they fetch massive prices when they go up for sale. Section 3, The Value, 2 o'clock. Let's talk numbers. A normal 1971 D Kennedy half-dollar is worth face value. But a genuine 1971 D transitional silver error? One example sold for over $13,000 at auction. Another, graded by PCGS in high mint state condition, brought in a jaw-dropping $156,000. That's right, one coin, a piece of pocket change, worth over $150,000. And there may be more out there, waiting to be discovered. You could be holding one right now without even knowing it. Section 4, How to Check Yours, 245. Here's how to tell if you've struck silver treasure. Weigh the coin. A standard 1971 D should weigh about 11.34 grams. If yours weighs closer to 11.5 grams, you might be looking at a silver-clad error. You can also listen for the high-pitched ring it makes when dropped gently. Still unsure? Have it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC, it's worth the investment. Outro, 3:30. So, next time you're flipping through coins at a garage sale, flea market, or even your own piggy bank, don't overlook the humble Kennedy half. That 1971 D might just be your ticket to a 5-figure payday, or more. Like this video if you learned something new, subscribe for more crazy coin finds, and tell me in the comments, have you checked your 1971 D. Kennedy half yet? Don't wait, the next big treasure might already be in your hands.